Hey people, welcome to the channel, and in this case playing Starfield. I want to show you my ship, the one I've been using as my daily driver. It's a somewhat customized version of a ship that you do get in game. Of course, as always here in Starfield, you can easily do this with the right parts, but in my case I just customized the one that you got in a mission. What's the Golden Eagle, I think it's the name of it. But of course it's not golden anymore, still a little bit looking like an eagle, but very much customized so as to be a lot more functional, and at least the way I see it, a lot more fun as well. Yeah, nice jetpack save there. Anyway, let's go inside, and the first thing you'll notice from the stock version is that the way you go in is not through a door in the same level. You just go straight into the top so as to save a little bit of time when in a hurry. Okay, let's board this thing, go check it out, and then do a little bit of a tour on the inside. Right, so as I just said, you walk straight into this hab where, and this is the cool thing about Starfield, it feels like lived in. It feels like there's people here talking to you, even though the ships don't have the same physics as you would have in Star Citizen in terms of how you fly them or how you interact with them and the environment. The ships do feel like home. The crew welcoming you. I suggest having the cowboy guy. I don't even remember his name, but he has like a daughter, and whenever you come in, there's always a little bit of conversation going on. So, not exactly now, but this is a nice thing. It's not always the same thing. It's surprising you sometimes, and depending on where you are in the story, it shows you different options in terms of the conversations you have. And this is a guy I just picked up somewhere. I don't even know. He had good stats, I think in a bar. So this is the wild thing about Starfield that so many people simply do not understand. Why? Well, probably because a lot of people haven't even played Starfield. This is insane. This is crazy. Check out the ship. Let me do a little bit of a tour there on the outside. So this is how the Eagle, it's no longer a golden eagle, it's more like a red and white eagle. And mostly what I did is change those wings. Instead of having just like a structure connecting those two wings, I replaced those with actual halves, so as we have a little bit more room in there, so as we have more of the things I wanted. Let's do a very quick tour of the inside. So modifying the axis makes it a lot easier to just hop into that pilot seat and take off when I want to leave in a hurry, either because I just don't want to waste time, or whatever's going on, you just hop in there and you're just a few feet away from the seat. Okay, and yeah, I've modified it so as to have good cargo capacity and everything else. This is windows that I've added. You can add these yourself. It makes, especially when there's nice things, a nice view on the outside, it's more enjoyable. So this is more of a like a little office. You have your gun racks here, some lockers. You have a cell, a holding cell, which I honestly haven't used it yet, but I've had over 100 hours into this thing. That's something that many people actually doing reviews for professional publications haven't even been bothered to do themselves. It is insane the amount of stupid bullshit that people say without even having played the game themselves. So, windows over here. Do they have one on the other side? Don't remember. No. So yeah, there's a little bit of a dead space right there. That doesn't make a whole lot of sense. Here is the armory. So yeah, there's the daughter of the guy. Doing just fine. So yeah, not all that suited up, but here's where you could have your armory and your stuff. On the other side, let's go quickly. Some more habitations so as to have all the crew you need. More windows so as to enjoy the view, especially when you're in like planets with nice vegetation during the day. And this is the private quarters that I have. I may end up changing this because there's one that I like a little bit better, the one that has a bed. Interactables, all of these things, you can just use the navigation. This is something that I really wish we would have in Star Citizen. the idea of just opening up the map and just being able to take off from here. Yes, this is fast travel. Yes, this is something that the hardcore sims sim guys will, oh, you're not flying. Well, it's a game. Sometimes you want to fly yourself, sometimes you just want to go somewhere, and I don't really see a reason why you shouldn't be able to do that in a game. Of course, differences between MMOs and single player and all that, but it is what it is. This is very much enjoyable for having a good time. You have a bit of a lab here. This is the guy, what's his name? Okay, yes, Sam Coe. So Sam Coe and his daughter make for a great crew. They bump up your stats for flying a lot more as well. I think he does, and the other guy got in a bar. He helps too. But here you have your pharmaceutical labs, your research. These are needed so as to expand your building capabilities. So yeah, these are things you'd like to have. I mean, I'm not sure. I mean, these are not usable as of right now, I think. Maybe eventually at some point, but the lab itself was worth it. I honestly have this here because I'm not using it that much. I want to have everything like in the same floor. That just makes things a lot easier. The one thing I do use rather often also, and yeah, let's go here in the ladder, is on the top level I have the workshop, right? So there's this little room here, and here we go straight into the workshop. The workshop is a lot more necessary so as to customize your stuff, your gear. So yeah, here weapons bench and all this is all necessary, and you use it quite often. Spacesuit also. Anyway, you do need a workshop in your ship. There's other things that I feel are more aesthetics, like the communications. I don't know, let me know there if I'm missing something, but I haven't found a need for all the comms. I mean, it looks good. It maybe makes it a little bit more atmospheric, but I like this idea of having, beds and people just walking around and making this more livable and feeling a lot less as if you're on your own. This feels like a crew. You actually do have a crew. You have Bosco, you have your robot there. So all of these things, and yeah, the guy keeps talking to you and so on. The little loading screen, which so much people make such a fuss about, not a big deal. Anyway, there's my robot. This is one of the bases I have. I have a bunch of them. No, I haven't customized them to the maximum, god tier efficiency, but it just works for me. I just want to have a little place here. Yeah, let's do a little bit of tour of that as well. So just a little place here for me to drop, especially all of the contraband stuff, right? So yeah, I have some person there doing some stuff. Actually, I have a couple of them. And again, more guns, some armor that's left. And yeah, this is my little hideout for keeping, especially all of the contraband that I should eventually end up selling. Anyway, over 100 hours, guys, into this, and I'm not rushing it. I have no need for that. This is a game. I just enjoy playing it and revisiting every once in a while. The thing is, I've seen that there's so much misinformation about it. It is insane. People have not even played this game, and they're shitting on it as if they've had their lives ruined by it. Dude, you haven't even played 10 hours, maybe even 5. There's people that haven't even played a single second of this game and shit on it as if it's the worst thing ever. It is, I guess it's telling of the times we live in which people just vomit the same garbage they ate at some point from someone else that didn't even play themselves. Again, professional reviewers doing this crap. I can tell you, after 100 hours of playing this, well over 100 hours, 33 level I think I'm at right now, it is insane. The amount of fun you can have, the amount of crazy exploration, just walking in any direction, and yes, walking with that jetpack. I mean, it would be nice to have a little car or something like that. Eventually, we probably will. I would even say that for sure we will with some mods. But jetpack works just fine for this kind of exploration and wandering about and seeing what you see there on the horizon. You just do this thing. You just open your scanner and science outpost. Okay, you go there, you find something, and the more you walk in a certain direction, there's gonna be a chance of some little, like there, right? You see that structure over there. It's a little thing. There's a little something, and I already discovered it. But if I hadn't, you just click on it, you scan, and it just tells you that there's a life form, there's a natural event, there's a structure, there's a military base, there's something for you to go and explore. That's been my experience in Starfield with over 100 hours, and it is super enjoyable. Right, the ships and the mechanics, the physics, it's not the same as Star Citizen, which, by the way, I've been watching and covering and even playing more since 321 came out. I mean, I still believe that all of the negative aspects unfortunately still hold true. I am a little bit more encouraged by what we've seen in CitizenCon, but come on, it's CIG, it's CitizenCon. We're always encouraged, and then you play whatever is to be played. But I will also say 321 looking rather nice. It is buggy, some of the new missions don't even work, but it is encouraging. And even more encouraging is the fact that in just one more week, people will be playing Pyro. So there is something to that. Honestly, I thought they wouldn't even do it this year. Apparently, I mean, still hasn't happened. This is me just eating a ton of hopium and hoping they do deliver on what they promise yet again, which usually they don't. Given that they said it would be just 1 week, I think it's very likely to be the case, right? So people will be playing Pyro soon enough. Hopefully I will too. And if it's awesome, I'll be the first one to bring it up here. And people get mad. Oh, you said it sucked. Oh, now you're saying it's okay. No, I'm just trying to have fun here. These are games. This is not my livelihood. No, I don't live because of this. I don't have any special deal so as to shill for CIG or any of that bullshit, which, to each its own. Do whatever it is that you want. I like playing and being honest about what I see and what I don't see, about what works and what doesn't, about what I think is cool and fun for us as players, not as great business practices for whoever is selling these things, may that be CIG or Bethesda. I like it, man. I'm super happy with it. And you know what? I want to go right now into exploring yet again. Folks, that's going to be all for now. See you on the next video. Take care.